Israel-Iran news now. Canada sanctioned Iran's defense minister, others following missile attack on Israel. In response to Iran's retaliatory attack on Israel earlier this month, Canada has levied fresh sanctions, this time targeting the country's defense minister. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly announced a week ago that the country would be targeting more Iranians with sanctions. The penalties impact 2 institutions and 2 military leaders. New sanctions, coordinated with nations including the United States and the United Kingdom, target Iran's defense minister Mohammad Reza Ashtiani as well as the country's highest-ranking military organization. Iran launched its first direct strike on Israel on April 13, launching a missile and drone onslaught that prompted the sanctions. This followed widespread speculation that Israel had carried out an airstrike on the Iranian embassy in Syria. No one on the sanctioned list is able to enter Canada or do business with Canadians as a result of the penalties. The tales of the clashes between the US and its allies and Russia, Iran, and China started separately. There is a distinct relationship between the origins and development of each. Despite this, the laws of war have been compelling these 3 superpowers to work together more strategically. It will most certainly evolve into a fully united geopolitical camp whose members work together to counter their shared enemies. The goals of the regimes in Tehran, Beijing, and Moscow differ in their approach to achieving their desired ends. However, such an alliance of superpowers with diametrically opposed geostrategies has happened before. In the Italo-Ethiopian War that raged from 1935 to 1936, Nazi Germany supplied arms to the Ethiopians in response to Fascist Italy's opposition to German intentions to seize Austria. Prior to aligning with Japan in the Sino-Japanese War, Nazi Germany kept tight economic and military ties with China. Having common enemies in the Western democracies was the deciding factor in the strategic decisions made by Rome, Berlin, and Tokyo that led to the foundation of the Axis. Achieving regional dominance is Iran's ultimate goal. This objective is deeply ingrained in the ideology of the present Iranian leadership. To achieve this goal, it has created states inside states in Iraq and Lebanon and supported Shia rebel organizations. Its animosity against Israel is unyielding. The United States of America is the strongest obstacle to this imperialist goal. Russia seeks to establish a world in which a small number of superpowers control their immediate regions and either work together or fight with one another, displacing the United States and its allies as international leaders. Its goal is to reassert its once powerful empire in a modernized form so that it can join these other major powers. Russia now wants it to remain leaderless because, unlike the Soviet Union, it has the means to try to rule the globe on its own. No amount of rhetoric about the Chinese threat can alter the fact that the present dictatorship in Moscow views America's global leadership as totally at odds with its goals. Those in the US who fantasize about allying with Russia against China ignore this fact.